guys, another one bites the dust. I have fallen victim to COVID-19. No, I don't have the coronavirus, so I don't need to be forced into quarantine. However, because of the outbreak, a lot of places in Big Bend are closing, and with due reason, and that's okay. I know they're doing it for the safety of everybody and to protect those unaffected, or to slow down the spread of those that are affected and infected. So I went to visit bigbend.com after being suggested by a very informative person regarding the area, and it listed all the different places that were closed. The visitor center was closed, a lot of trailheads were closed, camping in general is closed, the port of entry into Boquillas, Mexico is closed. A lot of the restaurants, well, I say a lot of the restaurants, there's probably not that many out there, but the restaurants out there were pretty much limiting guests. And as of effective today, I think the governor, Greg Abbott, went ahead and said that statewide, no dining areas are to be open. And it's not a big deal to me that much, because when we go RV camping, well, we take our own food, so that's not a deal breaker for me. But the deal breaker for me was not being able to go visit the places that I want to go see. So it's 700 miles from home, not exactly in my backyard, and towing the trailer, the big RV, the truck and all that stuff, well, that's like a one-time trip. You know, we go there, we do everything that we can, come back home, enjoy it, or enjoyed it, come back home, and then we plan our next trip somewhere else we haven't been. So I don't want to go over there and only get to do maybe 50% of what I plan to do. So that's a big factor for me. But also, you know, it doesn't go without saying that I got some concern with, you know, either picking up COVID. I mean, I think if I picked it up, I would be okay. What would bother me more is me spreading it. So anyways, so we're going to stay at home. Or we're not going to travel out that far. If we go somewhere, I might still take my RV just to an RV park. And really, that's... in all the years that we've been RV camping, we have always practiced social distancing. That is not hard for us. I enjoy being with my wife. So hey, what's interesting is I follow another guy called Adam Sandoval. Many of y'all probably know him. And he had a poll this morning on whether he should start his tour. Now, he's got this big tour across the country. I think he said something like he was planning for like a 10,000 mile trip or something like that, visiting different places. And well, with a lot of events being canceled, I mean, particularly I think for him, he said Arizona Bike Week was canceled. That was one of his destinations. You know, he put on there, should he do a ghost town tour or should he just stay at his campground where his home base is at and just talk about stuff he's doing there? You know, so a lot of guys that are planning, they're ramping up. I mean, it's basically motorcycle season, right? Spring is when everybody pulls their bikes out. A lot of the guys up north, with the snow melting and getting warmer, they start getting ready and ramping up their travels. Well, with that season on the cusp of COVID-19, well, a lot of plans are being interrupted. Whether you have to cancel them, you got to postpone them, or whatever. But one thing's for sure is that whatever you had planned this week, next week, the week after that, it's not happening. At least not exactly the way you had hoped for. So, you know, a lot of those guys canceling their trips, posting on social media, YouTube, things like that, whether they should go or not. Yeah, it's just that they got a lot of followers. What's interesting is on his poll, he had 53% that were like, stay home, and the other 47% were go do the ghost town tour, which basically is an impromptu tour now, obviously, because everyone's at home. So it looks like of all his followers, they're torn 50-50 almost. I mean, it's just slightly over 50% that is for him just staying home. You know, so I think that's how everybody feels. Like me, I was at 50%. Like I told myself, hey, I feel comfortable taking this road trip. I'm not going to be around anybody. I'm going to be super careful. Already been practicing really good hygiene. Always have. I mean, it's not like it just started. But you know, what finally deterred me was all the closings. And, well, you know, maybe we should just stay home for a little bit. Let's try to curb this spread as much as possible until they can come up with a vaccine or slow it down enough. They say that as it gets warmer, people tend to be outside and this won't spread as much. People aren't going to get sick. But they do say that before it gets better, it's going to get worse. And, you know, maybe that's true. It probably is true. So hey, if any of you guys are currently making plans or had plans and now you've had to cancel them because of this, just drop in the comments. It doesn't have to even be motorcycle related. It can be, hey, I was going to, you know, go to the beach, or I was, you know, planning on doing some chores, but now I'm sick and I can't. Just let me know. You know, I'm pretty bummed out, kind of just a little disappointed, but the fact is I can still do this trip later on down the road, and I know it'll happen. I'm still gonna go. I kind of wanted to go now because the temperatures are a lot cooler, so if anything, I may postpone this until next year, I don't know, or until the fall. But at any rate, I just kind of want to let y'all know what's going on, kind of what I decided, the reason why, maybe influenced by other people's decisions, perhaps influenced by just not wanting to get sick, or maybe just the plain simple fact that because a lot of stuff is closing Big Bend, I don't want to go out there and only do half of it. So again, man, I appreciate you watching my Motovlog number 2. If you will, just drop in the comments what you think, what your opinions are. If you're bummed out or you just don't care, let me know. I just want to see what y'all think. But I will catch y'all guys on the flip side. Deuces.